right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Holistic Cannabis Show, where I am your hostess, Dr. Yolanda Henderson, and always joined with my wonderful co-host,
Hen Henderson.
Mr. Hen Henderson today. Is that what you are?
AKA One-Eye Willie.
One-Eye Willie?
I got my glasses.
Okay, you ain't got your glasses on today. All right, but that's okay. You can still see. Can you see to tell our viewers how to watch the show?
Sure. Watch the show with your eyes. Instagram, Facebook, manifesttv.status, Twitter, status_network_, Amazon Fire Stick and Roku, Status Network, Manifest TV, YouTube, Manifest TV. Go look for the Holistic Cannabis Show. Also got the app too.
There you go.
www.statusnetwork.net.
That's right.
Go look with your eyes.
All right, Mr. One-Eye Willie. We have a lot of topics today. You want to go ahead and elaborate on a little bit of the topics that we're talking about, regarding the cannabis business, because that's the number one topic amongst everyone right now who's in the cannabis industry, is getting their businesses off the ground. So what topics do you have?
Well, a lot of people always say, when we go out and meet people, they say, "Oh yeah, man, I want to be a grower. I want to be a cook. I want to be a truck driver. I want to be a warehouse." I talk to a lot of people in the cannabis spot, right? You know, one thing that I ain't never heard nobody say, I want to be a cannabis accountant. The reason why this is important is because it's almost tax time. All these growers out here, all these cooks and chefs and everybody that deal with cannabis.
Yep.
It's tax time, y'all.
Yep, it's about that time.
Now, the reason why tax time for cannabis business is so much more crucial than any other business. Now, don't get me wrong. All the other businesses out there that got to deal with tax returns and all that kind of stuff, man, I'm sure it's a headache and it's a hassle, you know what I'm saying? Except for people like Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? He don't pay no tax, you know what I'm saying? No matter what it is. So he ain't finna show no tax return, so he good. Okay. But, you know what I'm saying? When it comes time to filing your taxes and everything, there's a certain kind of scrutiny that's going to come with your tax return. Now, already, if you have the name cannabis in your business, that's already going to be already rough enough. But when you put that on your IRS tax form, make sure that you're getting that 280E. Make sure you get that documented. You have to watch your deductions too, because it is certain deductions that you can't take depending on what field that you're in. Yes. There are deductions that you just can't take, and if you haven't crafted a strategy to deal with that in order to maximize those deductions, tax filing time is going to be hard for you. See the concern in my eyes. It's really going to be hard for you. All right, so we'll be talking about that on the show. We got some information that we're going to put y'all on to hopefully make it better, make it a little easier.
That's right. But before we get into that information, we're going to shout out all of our December birthdays and welcome you to the month of December. All right, where I have turned another year older. So, yes. And I had a wonderful birthday, so thank you all to everyone who wished me happy birthday and, just sent the well wishes. I had a bunch of phone calls. I had some wonderful guests come and join us all the way in Vegas. Shouts out to the businesses out there who gave me, the free merchandise. Planet 13. That just had a lot of amazing, wonderful products, and we're going to talk about it a little later. Oh my goodness, and just driving in that sunset with Mr. Henderson in that convertible, you guys, that was memories. All right, big shouts out to Westgate for all of their wonderful, wonderful hospitality for my birthday. So, Planet 13, yes. And all of the other great businesses. We're going to discuss those businesses and shout them out because Vegas has what's going on right now in the cannabis industry. The cannabis business is sold up in Vegas. You guys, if you all do not understand cannabis business, just go out and see how many dispensaries they have there. Legal dispensaries, drive-through dispensaries, and all of a drive-through dispensary.
That was crazy.
And you guys, I mean, people say, you know what, I will never go to a dispensary until you go until you go to Vegas and you see how many different types of people. And we're not talking about people that normally look like us, right? We're talking about elderly people.
Yeah.
We're talking about your grandma,
Yep.
granddad,
Yep.
you know, not our color, at the dispensaries,
Yep.
suit and tie executives.
Yep.
We're not talking about your normal
person
going into these dispensaries. We're talking about people who actually need and want to have a fulfilling life with the use of cannabis. So you guys, if you ever get a chance to go out to one of the dispensaries there or in another state, please go out and check out a dispensary if this is something that you want to get into, because you need to know what they offer, what kind of products they offer. If the products are, you know, a good quality product, where are they getting the products? Are they growing the products themselves? So guys, do your demographics, do your research, go out and visit these other dispensaries so that you can know exactly which direction you want to go in with your new cannabis business. All right, so we'll talk more about cannabis businesses right after this informational YouTube video on the IRS and preparing your business for taxes.
The term audit makes cannabis business owners cringe, and a potential visit from the IRS causes panic among, well, most of us. Tax issues can have harsh penalties and serious negative impacts on the financial health of your cannabis business. With the IRS making 2 to 4 times as much from cannabis audits, the chances your cannabis business will face an audit are increasing. In the following, we will discuss the different types of tax audits, steps to take to limit the chance you'll get audited, and finally, what to do if you do receive an audit notification from the IRS. So before we dive in, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more cannabis news and updates. The first rule of thumb to remember is that not all audits are the same. Here's a list of the types of audits and what to expect. Number 1, correspondence audit. This is the most typical kind of audit involving more than 3/4 of all IRS audits and is considered fairly routine. This type of audit starts with the IRS sending a letter in the mail requesting more information about a part of the tax return. This type of audit notification generally comes in a 566 letter and is often in reference to specific deductions or information provided in tax returns that do not align with the IRS records. Cannabis business owners can usually answer these types of questions quickly by keeping good records and working with a trusted tax accountant. Number 2, office audit. The second type of audit involves questions about your return that are too complex for a correspondence audit. One issue can sometimes trigger an audit, but the IRS investigation can quickly expand if the auditor has concerns in other business areas. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, many office audits have been suspended from in-person meetings and are currently held virtually. Number 3, field audit. This type of audit requires a visit from an IRS representative to your place of business. A field audit is considered the most intense and intrusive audit. A typical audit for a cannabis business includes a full review of all financial records, interviews with employees, and often a facility tour. The principal purpose of the third type of audit is to update IRS data collection. The IRS scores the data by analyzing a group of 50,000 randomly selected returns. These intensive audits are conducted every few years and require every part of the tax return substantiated and proven by documentation. In any instance, the IRS will contact you via standard USPS snail mail. The IRS will not email, text, or call you. It is crucial cannabis business owners remember this, as many fraudsters attempt to steal confidential information and money from businesses by posing as IRS revenue agents. So be sure to validate the seal on the correspondence, the contact information of the IRS, etc. So before you send over any secure data, it is best to enlist the help of a trusted accounting professional. Green Growth CPAs has supported many clients through IRS audits, and we know how to negotiate and talk to regulators to ensure the best outcome for your cannabis business. If your cannabis business receives an audit notification, don't panic and don't ignore it. Always cooperate with IRS agents, as fines and criminal penalties can be associated with refusal to provide information to the IRS. We recommend enlisting the help of experts and working with a cannabis-focused accounting firm to prepare for the audit. Be sure to answer the notice on time and per the instructions given by the IRS in your correspondence. As long as your tax return was prepared correctly and you have record of all source documentation, i.e. receipts, invoices, payments, etc., your audit should run very smoothly. Some red flags that can trigger an audit. Reporting your income. So failing to report received income is crucial to triggering an audit. Companies are required to provide a 1099 report to vendors they pay, as the IRS uses this reporting to cross-check income. Even if you don't receive 1099 reporting from a company you worked with, IRS may still have a record of it. Therefore, you always want to report it and never try to hide it, no matter the amount. Since the cannabis industry is highly cash intensive, it's essential to keep good records, claim all income, and provide receipts for all sales. Filing your returns. File your returns on time each year and pay your taxes that are due. Even if you have a loss, it is vital to file your tax returns annually and report all of your income. Be sure your return is filed before the cutoff and pay your taxes. If you cannot afford all taxes owed, the IRS will set up payment plans with cannabis business owners, which keeps their accounts current. Everything is filed electronically now, and filing late or not filing at all are enormous red flags that can lead to an audit for cannabis companies. Keep all your records, save all your receipts, invoices, past returns, tax correspondence, and all financial documentation for a minimum of 7 years. In the event of an audit, you can easily prove expenditures and move on quickly with the IRS. The obligation to demonstrate proof of financial reporting falls on the cannabis business owner. If you don't have the documentation needed to prove the expense, it could be denied in a future audit and come with harsh penalties, doubling or quadrupling the cost. Report income and expenses accurately. Do not round up or down when reporting income or expenses. Always use exact values. Refer to receipts, invoices, etc. for accurate reporting numbers. Obviously, round numbers and incomplete or inconsistent reporting is a huge red flag. Don't take excessive deductions. Some business owners have widely abused certain deductions, including auto, dining, and travel expenses. While there are tax deductions your cannabis business can take advantage of to reduce taxable profits, be sure you have clear-cut documentation to prove the deduction as a part of your business. Number 1. Organize all financial documentation and keep excellent records. The IRS representative assigned to your audit will ask for your business and financial documents. Having things well organized will help them complete your audit and answer IRS questions promptly. Number 2, work with cannabis-specific accounting and tax professionals. Working with experienced cannabis financial professionals can help your business with a looming audit. We have found examples where cannabis business owners have overpaid taxes as a result of incorrect audit calculations. Number 3, don't lie or ignore notices from the IRS. Lying to the IRS is considered a federal offense, and what you say can and will be used against you. Therefore, it's helpful to enlist the help of experienced professionals who can assist you with responding to IRS correspondence. Ignoring the issue won't make it go away. The IRS will continue to follow up with you and can impose harsh penalties for deliberately trying to avoid an IRS investigation. Number 4, ensure all correspondence with the IRS is in writing. The IRS will always communicate with you in writing. Be sure to save all correspondence and document all conversations. And finally, number 5, prepare for interview questions and a tour of business operations. In the event of an extensive audit, be prepared to answer questions about your business operations and financials. Work with trusted professionals to ensure all of your financial information is in order. One of the most significant benefits of working with an entrusted CPA firm is their ability to speak with the IRS and help answer questions on your behalf. According to research, cannabis businesses have considerably higher odds of being audited by the IRS versus other mainstream industries. The IRS prioritizes auditing cannabis companies over other industries because cannabis business audits can double or quadruple the hourly return. Over the years, the IRS has primarily audited cannabis businesses over questions regarding taxable deductions on the returns. And lack of access to specialized business services has only increased inconsistency in reporting. Cannabis business owners who file their business and personal tax returns themselves or use a firm unfamiliar with the cannabis industry are much more likely to see issues with future audits down the road. Filing your personal and business tax returns with a cannabis-specific firm ensures that both the individual and the company take the proper deductions and find the highest cost savings. And until we see federal legalization and more clear-cut regulations, we don't see the cannabis audit slowing down anytime soon. If the IRS is currently auditing your cannabis business, we can help. We work through several audits and have the knowledge and experience to work with the IRS to get your company audit resolved. There are many reasons cannabis organizations should understand the fundamentals of an IRS audit. Adverse audit findings can cause harsh fines and possible criminal penalties for cannabis business owners. Cannabis owners who regularly meet with a financial team of experts can stay abreast with current legislation and tax laws affecting the cannabis industry. Our financial experts at Green Growth are here to help your cannabis venture through any level of a tax audit. We employ several financial programs that can assist the company with its fiscal responsibilities, including tax planning and compliance, outsourced CFO support, audit preparation, tax controversy support, and much more. For recommendations and assistance with an IRS audit, schedule a free consultation or contact us at 1-800-674-9050. Thank you so much for your time. We hope this information has been helpful. If you have any...
Hey, you guys heard it here.
Don't get in trouble with them folks, man. Them fines are quadruple. Y'all heard what them folks said? Times 4. That's with penalty and interest. Particularly because it's cannabis. All right?
That's right.
So get ready, man.
Yes,
get ready, man. If you out there, get ready.
That's right.
Don't get caught slipping, especially not this time. Especially not this time. All right? Them folks that put out $1.5 trillion stimulus packages 3-4 times in a row.
That's right.
Do not play with them folks this time. All right?
All right. So, you all heard about the cannabis IRS filing cannabis businesses. One that I definitely want to shout out and make sure that we give them their recognition is Planet 13. You guys, Planet 13 has this wonderful bag. Whenever you go into their facility, they have these lights. I mean, they have this place state of the art. Now, the last time we went, it was back in September. And in September, it did not look like this. It was under construction. And so just imagine walking into a location where the building is like a planet. It's like, the sky is lit up, the floor is lit up, there's shopping malls, I mean, there's, vendors out. I mean, this is what you can imagine your business to look like. And we want to give a great big shout out to Pharmacology University, which is the mother company of Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science, and MedCamp Foundation for working with Planet 13 on this endeavor. So when they started building and designing this location, they consulted with the Pharmacology University to get that design. So we just want to give them a great big shout out and hand clap for, yes. Job well done working with Planet 13. The design, the facility is great. You guys, if you ever need anyone to actually help design those locations, we do have consulting for those designs and getting your facility state of the art. And wait for ours. We're waiting on it. We're waiting on it. So the Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science has a great big surprise coming up in the new year and in the future. So we just ask that you, if you want to invest, go ahead and invest now while the prices are low, because guess what? These are $1 million companies that we're talking about. This bag was really great. I was talking about before. And then they have the risk and everything, and it's child-proof, so a child cannot get into this bag, okay? No matter what. I even tried getting into this bag, and I could not get into this bag, all right? So once it's sealed, everything in there, you can't open it, okay? So there's some ridges that only with your fingerprint you can slide the bag open, and I'm telling you now, I can't even get into this bag. That's how secure this bag is, and this is what you put your cannabis in. You cannot walk out of the facility with an open bag, and it says things that you should know about cannabis possession and consumption. Cannabis and cannabis products must be kept out of reach of children. Cannabis and cannabis products can cause severe illness in children. Allowing children to ingest cannabis or cannabis products or storing cannabis or cannabis products in a location which is accessible to children may result in an investigation by an agency which provides child welfare services or criminal prosecution for child abuse or neglect. So there's some warnings on these packages, so you make sure they give you these for the safety of your children and making sure that they're kept out of reach. So if you did not know that you need to keep your product safe, some people have different lock boxes, some people have these bags, which is great. Like I said, you cannot open this bag. There's only a secure bag way that you can open it, and you got to be smart enough than a child to be able to open this. This says there's some intoxicating effects of cannabis and may be delayed by 2 hours or more, and users of cannabis products should initially ingest a small amount of the products containing no more than 10 milligrams of THC, then wait at least 2 hours before ingesting any additional amount of the products. All right, so they're just making sure that you are aware of all of those. If you want to read more about this, you can go on their website, planet13.com. You can sign up. They won't be able to deliver out of state, but they do deliver locally. So if you go out and you want to go into the world's largest dispensary, because they do have production on site, which is great. We were able to see the gummies being made.
They did.
And oh, man, they're getting ready. Guess what? Oh yeah, this was awesome. In a couple of months, they're going to have a consuming lounge, like a lounge where you can, buy your products and then go down the way and be able to enjoy your product there on site. I mean, the restaurants there is great. We did go to one of the restaurants on site. What was it called? Tressie. And I mean, the food was amazing. Okay, that was 5-star gourmet meals inside of this Planet 13. Okay, so you're not going to a cheapskate fly by night. Yes, that's inside of the Planet 13 dispensary, where you can have cocktails, you can have food. The food is to die for. They had flaming grilled fajitas. I like the chicken steaks. The chicken fingers were really, really good. The drinks were amazing. The strawberry lemonade. I just want y'all to know. And they gave me a birthday brownie, so that was exciting. The chips and salsa was great as well. So again, whenever you are in the Las Vegas area, you can go by in one of these restaurants inside of the location.
That joint was good too.
It was really good. So again, big shouts out to Planet 13. Again, Pharmacology University. You guys did an amazing job with the design of that location. I'm still impressed, and I cannot wait to see what the lounge is going to look like. Now, even though Nevada is a legal state, everywhere you went, there were signs that said you cannot consume in different facilities, the resorts are, strictly prohibiting cannabis on the grounds of the resorts. But this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to promote those people who are having these lounges. So another business idea would be to have a consumable market to be able to inhibit or to inhale or ingest your cannabis products that is being dispensed at your dispensary inside of the location. So if that's something that you want to get into, there's where you can open up your business via Airbnb and allow consumables. You can do just a lot of different things that you can do.
420 friendly Airbnb.
420 friendly Airbnbs. If they're not going to let you smoke in those resorts or smoke around, this is medicine. Again, we don't teach that cannabis is something that we do recreational, because everyone has some sort of a condition, a health condition. It may not be diagnosed, but everyone has a basic PTSD. Think about it. We're Black in America. You have PTSD. All right, so that's another story. But in other news, South Dakota State Supreme Court strikes down adult use marijuana vote. which is really unfortunate because they're not supposed to be able to allow the state to vote for something and then just snatch it away from them. So decision marks the second time this year that a state Supreme Court has nullified the result of a statewide vote legalizing the use of cannabis. So we have to get out here and vote even for the Supreme Court. We can't.
They need to get rid of that justice that's holding them up in South Dakota, man. That's what's killing them.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Clinical trials, CBD cigarettes associated with reductions in antipsychotic medications in patients with schizophrenia. Researchers identified an antipsychotic medication sparing effect of CBD cigarettes as an adjunctive therapy and acutely psychoactive or psychotic patients. Okay. All right. So in Normal's news, or in the latest news about cannabis, right, the reports highlighting 2021 state legislative victories. So great on that. Record number of scientific papers published about cannabis in 2021 has been shown. All right, and you can go and find all of this news by downloading your Normal app or downloading the news for Normal. Massachusetts, majority of the states, or the majority of adults say marijuana legalization has been positive. California, a Normal state affiliate, criticizes onerous cultivation tax hike. All right, and then in Montana, officials create new drug court to focus solely on expunging. So we're trying to get those expungements done in different states. What do you think, Mr. Henderson?
Montana, I mean, at this point, Montana can probably only be like a thing to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that'd be cool. It's not like it's a lot of people in Montana. But
it's a lot of land.
It's a lot of land in Montana.
It's a lot of land if you want to grow.
And I'm not making light of the expungement process.
Right.
But it'll be something that other states perhaps could model after.
Yes.
And I guess the main takeaway from that article is going to be where they were talking about how they plan to set up special courts to handle nothing but expungements for expungements in general. So I guess they're expecting quite a few people, even though it's not a lot of people in Montana, to come through and try to have their records expunged for cannabis convictions.
That's true. All right, so awesome. There's some actions that needs to be taken right away, okay? So if you all know how to get in touch with your lawmakers in your state, we want to tell our representatives to support the historic MORE Act. All right, we want to also tell President Biden to follow through on your commitment to expunge marijuana records. And then in the the Senate showdown, we want to tell our senators to engage in forthcoming legislative efforts. And then for veterans, we want to make sure that veterans have access, and we want to urge our lawmakers to pass the Veterans Medical Marijuana Safe Harbor Act. And you already know what that was. We talked about Veterans Day last month, where we explained how many veterans were committing suicide, 22 a day, and because they could not get safe access to cannabis through their own VA pharmacies, where they are giving out boatloads of medications, tramadol, other kind of medications for free, whereas you can get cannabis that's been tested, and we know that it's secure, safe, and it'll be just nothing more than partnering with Planet 13, or one of these other companies. And I just put that out there. I threw that out there, hats off, to go ahead and get that cannabis available to those that need it. All right. So again, I want to thank everybody who gave us a happy birthday wish for my birthday. Miss Rosa, we want to shout you out real quick. And then there's an analysis of marijuana legalization associated with improved clearance rates for violent crimes. And that's, something we want you to go and look at. Investigators conclude the finding largely aligns with the argument made by proponents that legalization would improve police effectiveness in addressing serious crimes. Also, the FDA is no regulations on OTC CBD products forthcoming. Analysis by the FDA and others have consistently reported that unregulated CBD products are variable purity and may contain adulterants. Our strain of the day, Mr. Henderson, you want to talk about that?
The strain for the day is wedding cake, aka Triangle Minx, also known as Triangle Minx number 23. It's a potent indica hybrid marijuana strain made by crossing Triangle Kush with Animal Mints. Wedding cake provides relaxing and euphoric effects that calm the body and mind. The strain features a rich and tangy flavor profile with undertones of earthy pepper. Medical marijuana patients choose wedding cake to help relieve symptoms associated with pain, insomnia, and appetite loss. Consumers with a low THC tolerance should enjoy this strain with an extra slice of care due to its high THC content. Wedding cake has soared in popularity over the years and was named Leafly Strain of the Year in 19. Fun fact, in Canada, the strain is also known as pink cookies.
All right, well, we have a quick video.
All right, 75% of the people who took this particular strain,
Right.
they reported feeling relaxed, followed by 62% feeling happy, and 51% of people got stars, and they reported feeling euphoric.
There
stars.
you go. We got a quick video, though. We wanted to show y'all how this came about just now. All right, so y'all saw the strain of the day or the strain of the week that we always showcase. And if this is your first time watching the show, tell them the strains are always different, and you want to know what
We have a different
strain.
strain every show.
Yes, because
sure.
guess what? Those are the strains that actually help you in the medical benefits, you know, for as getting what you need. All right, so the Pro Bowl coming up in Las Vegas. I'm telling you, Vegas is the spot right now. The new stadium is going up. Yes. It's coming up in February, so it's right before the Super Bowl, you guys. So if you all want to go out there, give us a call. We want to help you get some tickets. We want to help you get there. February the 13th is the Super Bowl. So we know that Snoop Dogg is one of the people on the lineup, Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
So it was
it's gonna
all,
be
you
lit.
know, it's going to be lit. So
And
if
I'm
you
gonna be
want
right
to
there.
volunteer, there you go. If you want to volunteer for that event, please give me a shout out on my email, or you may call 404-631-6360, 404-631-6360. If you want to enroll in the classes, we have classes coming up. February the 8th is the new classes for the Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science in alliance now with the Gift of Life Community Home Wellness Center. So big shouts out to our sponsor who put these classes together for the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science, where you can get a comprehensive training. And we're also hiring cannabis employment opportunities and training. Now enrolling January the 8th for the weekend classes, Saturday only classes. Payment plans are available. Again, if you want to go out to Vegas, we have $99 4 days, 3 nights. All right. So there's certain stipulations on those. So just give us a call and we can make sure that you qualify, because some of these are not for everyone, but these are for those who can get out and get there, mainly groups or couples over a certain age, so forth. So just let us know if you're interested.
The business credit seminar, where we do business credit, and we also talk about personal credit. We educate you on the process of dealing with late payments and collections and stuff on your personal credit, child supports, all this kind of good stuff. Reach out to us, www.nthcredit.net, 888-959-2093.
That's
When
right.
you see the black truck, stop the black truck.
All right, so come on out. We still have Black Friday deals. If you missed the last month, Black Friday, we are offering discounts on memberships. That includes your monthly scan. That includes your vitamins, health and wellness products, and you get a free case of water when you come out and join. So please do come by. We're renovating, under construction, getting ready for the new classes, but you can come by, volunteer, and we're looking for, again, employees and training those individuals for Super Bowl. Give us a call. All right, so we also wanted to quickly shout out Ocean's Best Sea Moss. I know, yes, a lot of you.
That's really good.
A lot of you don't know that we partner with other businesses and we promote their businesses on this show.
Right.
So if you are a new business, upcoming business, you want to be a business, and even our students who come through our classes get a chance to come on the show and advertise their new businesses that we taught them all about. Mr. Hen helped with financials and everything. So if you all want to get involved, please give us a call, 404-631-6360, and we'll see you next week.
I got before we go, I got a business that I want to put on spotlight. It's one of our Facebook affiliates, Tony D. Conway over at Everybody Eat Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Shout that boy out, man, my guy, man, bam. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Bam, bam. Shout
There
out
you
to my big cousin, Big Suge out there in
Suge,
Tennessee,
all
man.
right.
Happy birthday, Kimpo. Happy birthday, Kimpo. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, thank you for that. All of the other birthdays, my sister, Angela, happy birthday, belated birthday, but happy birthday. Keisha, happy birthday to sister Lisa, and all of my other birthdays in December. My mom, Rose, so happy birthday coming up. So, yes, we'll be able to get get them on the show hopefully next week. And you know what happens watching the Holistic Cannabis Show. We'll see you next week.
Don't fly on Spirit Airlines.